Hi there, this is the Divine Miss Mikki. Sorry I didn't get to do a video last night, but I literally got laid flat out doing some stuff out in the yard, and yeah, I kind of hurt my back. So not only have I been dealing with allergies, I've had a crook back. So yeah, it's not so good doing a video when you're lying horizontal, and I mean flat. So a little bit better today. I've been throwing all the healing frequency I can at it. As long as I don't move too much and don't walk too much, I'm fine. So anyway, okay, now I was meant to have gotten this up. I thought that I would do something. It's a saying I've had, and I know there's a lot of other people who have the same sort of saying about treating others the way you would like to be treated. How many of you have said that? You know, said it to other people, said it to yourself, put it on Facebook, on, what do they call it, X, Twitter, whatever, X Twitter. You know, it's something that is said often, but what does it mean? How do you treat others the way you would like to be treated? Well, I think it's pretty self-explanatory. If you wouldn't like something being done to you, should you do it to someone else? It's something to think about. So what's some examples? Because usually examples is the best way. Okay, say you've had a really devastating breakup. Hell, you've been through that one. Male or female, you've had that devastating breakup. Some you get over really quickly, like really quickly. I know that one. Some, yeah, it takes a little bit longer. And that's the time when you want support. That's the time when you want your friends to be there and not try and solve the problem, because it's there, it's happened. You know, you want to be able to get to the point where you can move forward in a positive light. And that's where having a good friend, a family member, someone who's not going to do a lecture, not going to tell you what you should be doing, but is actually just going to say, okay, cry it out. I'm here for you. You want to rant, rave and carry on? I'm here for you. That's the best way you can help someone, because sometimes that's all they need, just to get it out of their system. Listen to them. That's all they want. If they want to say the other person is an a-hole and say a lot of swear words, let them. It helps. It actually really helps. Get the anger out, get the grief out. Then start looking at things differently. Sometimes have a damn good laugh and go, oh, wasn't I lucky to get out of that one? Done that a few times too. A few times. So anyway, I digress again, and I'm going to watch it don't move too much. So anyway, treating others the way you'd like to be treated. So we've got an example there of someone's had an emotional trauma, such as a breakup, where they just need someone to be a sounding board. They just want someone to be there, be that shoulder they can cry on, not give them judgment, just to be there and let you work through the process. That's treating someone the way you'd like to be treated, because I would gather that if you're in the same boat, that is how you would like to be treated, with that compassion, that understanding, that freedom for you to just to let it out in the safety of having someone there who isn't going to pass judgment or isn't going to, you know, one of the most useless things is, well, I always thought there was something wrong with that person. Yes, I've had that said to me. I'm not going to say who, but I've had that said a few times to me. Yeah, it didn't help because I could see through it. So anyway, that's one example. Another one is, okay, you've got someone who's got a chronic illness. So I'm going to do another thing. I'll be speaking from experience. So experience can hold a lot of weight. You've got someone with a chronic illness. They've got limitations. And one of the things I found is that is the time when people are least likely to treat other people the way they would like to be treated. When a person has a chronic illness, now this isn't always the case, but it does happen. That's the time when people pass a lot of judgment. It's, well, you just got to get up and get on with life. Yeah, if it was only that simple. Or, listen, if you don't think positive, you'll never get better. Who says they're not weren't thinking positive in the first place? No. Not many people really want to be sick. Not many people really want to have a chronic illness. And when it hits, not many people really want to stay like that. So, you know, but what if they were in those shoes? What if they were the person that suddenly became very ill? We're doing the simplest thing, like even walking from one room to another. A simple thing like hanging washing on the line, standing and chopping veggies, or washing up. All these simple everyday things, even driving a car. Now I'm speaking from experience because I've had these challenges. And I've also been left on my own to deal with these challenges. And I know because of what I've been through, that is not something that I would do to someone else if I had the power to be able to help them. And if you have the power to be able to help someone, do it. Even if you do half an hour a week. Imagine you've got a person with a chronic illness and say they've got 10 family and friends around them and everyone put in half an hour a week. Someone makes some meals that they know that person likes, can eat, because some might have allergies like me. Another one says, I'm going to vacuum your house for you. Another one says, come on, we'll go to the shops, we'll go have something at a cafe. That's if the person can. We have to always take into account that sometimes a person doesn't have quite the mobility that would make some things possible. But it's just those little things, and it doesn't have to be a great lot. One of the worst things is telling a person that they're silly. Oh, don't be silly. You've just got to get moving. Don't be silly. Yeah, I've had that said to me. And you probably, some of you would have no idea, you know, me sitting here, what's going on. Oh yeah, a bit of a dicky back, some allergies. Okay, you ready? I always say at the doctors, their box is too small when it says, what's wrong with you? Oh, I've run out of room. Okay, so I won't give you everything, but I'll give you I've got nerve compression in the spine, multi-level chronic disc degeneration, fibromyalgia, emphysema, diverticulitis, celiac disease, histamine intolerance, two full rotor cuff tears, got another one starting, and there's a few others that I just can't think of at the moment, just to make life interesting. There you go. Yeah, but I'm working on them. I'm determined to heal. Someone says incurable, I go, watch me. And actually the fibro, which was very much controlling my life, I'm no longer on pain medication, and I went all the way to fentanyl. And doctors could not believe how I was actually walking. That was how high the dose was. No high, I just got a little bit of pain relief. Then I changed my life, changed my diet, change aspects of myself, and yeah, I still got chronic fatigue, and I still feel when there's going to be rain, but I'm a lot better with the emphysema. Still got it, but it's improving. So the celiac disease, control with diet. Histamine intolerance, control with diet. Diverticulitis, control with diet. Not so easy when you're vegan, because not a problem with the celiac disease, but the diverticulitis and the histamine intolerance, well, that's fun, because vegan food can kind of trigger that, so you just get creative. Anyway, I digress again. I'm really good at digressing, aren't I? So I think you get what I mean. You know, if you put yourself in someone's shoes, how would you like to be treated? You're having a really bad day, whether it be emotionally or physically. Would you like someone to say, what can I do for you? Do you want me just to sit and we'll talk? Do you want me to wash up for you? Do you want me to bugger off so that you've got time to yourself? You're the driver. You tell me. Let's do it. Or would you like people to say, listen, just let me know when you're better, and then I'll come over. I just looked up and saw a gecko, and he's got a big bug in his mouth. But I'm not turning the camera around to see him. I love my geckos. They're natural insect killers. Keeps them happy, keeps me happy. Doesn't keep the bugs happy. And I've digressed again. So anyway, when we think of the two ways, someone's having a bad day. One way, positive, encouraging, giving the person having the bad day some control over something that they can't control. Or do we go, when you feel better? Which will make you feel better? Apply that in other areas. I recently had a car accident. It was so small. I was turning right into the street as this lady was turning right out of the street. And I literally, as I'm turning, watching her coming out, and I'm going, she's going to see me and stop. She's going to see me. She didn't see me and stop. Bang. It was only, she was probably doing about 5 k's an hour. You know, yeah, dented my car a little bit, but we were all okay. She was so upset, poor lady. She was so upset, and I gave her hugs, and I just said, look, we all have those moments. I call them brain fart moments, where suddenly your brain just doesn't connect and you have things happen. And that's what happened with her. I also found out that she'd had an eye operation in one of her eyes. That was her left eye. So as she was turning right in that, and I was on her left side. So she said that she couldn't see out of that eye properly. And this is what happened. You know? And I think, how would I like to have been treated? Well, I guess I've been pretty lucky. I've only been in a couple of accidents in my lifetime. And basically everyone has been wonderful. But I do know of instances where people have not been so good. So there were two ways that little car accident of mine could have gone. It could have gone where we just had a lot of understanding and compassion and diffuse the emotion and just go, okay, we'll take pictures, exchange details, we'll get this happening. Or I could have gone off the deep, look what you've done to my car. It's got a bloody big dent. Why didn't you see me? Which would have got the better result? I don't know. I kind of think the nice one. And, she's given me her details. We're going to look at, go through her insurance. That's as long as I don't try and write my car off because it's an older car, but it's still driving fine. Still lock the door, not a problem. You can do it easy, you can do it hard. Simple like that. And so that's the point I'm trying to make about, there are people who they say, I treat people the way I'd like to be treated. But when it boils down to it, do they? Do they know how to put themselves in your shoes? That's a big thing. And not everyone is capable of that. But with effort, you can get an idea of how to do it. Just step back. Just go, how would I want to be treated if I was in these shoes? How would I like to be treated? And be honest. Because one of the problems that can happen is when a person does that, sometimes they become defensive. And because they know that they're not quite doing the right thing. And so they go, oh, well, this is how I'd want to be treated. Really? Really? Be careful what you wish for, because that's what can happen. What you give out is what can come back. Not always necessarily. Sometimes you can get a lot of love and you get a lot of crap back. But that's your lesson. Because maybe, speaking from experience here, maybe you were keeping yourself at a level where you allow that to happen. How can I allow people to treat me awful? Maybe there's things within yourself that you still got to heal. I know that's where I'm at. I allowed a lot of people that have come in and taken advantage. And I'm working on that. And you can too. So that was really what I wanted to talk about today. That if you're in a situation, and we face these every day, even going to the supermarket, we can go through and everything just goes through and all this and nobody smiles at each other. Or we can come up and the person's there, how are you today? Which is the stock standard thing they say, and you go, I'm feeling really good, how are you? Start a conversation, crack a few jokes, tell them you're the mad woman, whatever. Put a smile on their dial, because it's a pretty thankless task at the supermarket. So make their day just that little bit brighter, because they might have 10 people after you, or might have had 10 people before you that were really so if you can come along and just lift them up, just with a smile, just with a joke, just something that makes them feel that little bit better and a little bit more appreciated. Works wonders. Because if you were in their shoes, wouldn't you want that? And imagine if everyone started doing that. That checkout girl is going to be going, what the, or guy, it's going to go, what, has the world suddenly gone mad? Everyone's being nice. Gee, it feels good. And everyone starts doing their job more efficiently, and everyone comes in and goes out happy, and okay, maybe a little bit more broke because they've spent money on shopping, but that's life. So I thought, anyway, I thought I'd do a few cards on this, because I thought, how would I do cards on this? And they gave me an idea, kind of something I've seen David from Tarot by the Bay do. Good old David, you want a dose of snark? He's the person, he's the king. And then you've got Lena Rodriguez. She's the queen of snark. Perfect. So anyway, I think they've both done a version. I'm going to do a reading where it's kind of, and Spirit sort of gave me this idea on how to do it. We've sort of had a bit of a conversation tonight. We do that. We argue sometimes too. And so, of course, stock standard, I love my light seers. So we've got the light seers. And then we've got Yasmin Boland's Moonology Oracle cards. And these for a long time. Divine Guidance. So what I'm going to do is basically we're going to have a signifier, and then we're going to have the positive and the negative of the signifier with the light seers. So we're looking for the positive and negative in regards to the subject of treat others the way you would like to be treated. And ways of looking at it, you know, I really have no idea how this is going to turn out, but I'm going to go with the flow because, oh, okay, this one, yeah, oh, you want that one up the top, that one down the bottom, okay, that was easy. Okay, when I actually have a table instead of a little tray beside me, I will actually be able to show you. But what I'm planning to do is, once I've finished, is I'm going to take a photo and put that at the end of the video so you can actually see the card spread. But I will pop them up with all that. So how are we going to work this now? Oh, one on either side. Okay. Okay. Take that top. You want me to take the top? That side? Right. Okay. That one. Okay. I have no idea what I'm doing, but they're going to tell me. So, we're going to start with the signifier. This is what it's all about. I love the way Spirit works. The Ace of Cups. Cup runneth over with love. This is about love energy. Because love and compassion and understanding is your Ace of Cups. Now sometimes it can be, you know, overwhelming. But in this instance, as a signifier, this is about love. Energy of love. So, positive. Oh, I love it. The gift of giving. The Ace of Pentacles. We give, it comes back. Give, it comes back. Ace of Pentacles, the gifts from the universe. We've got love and we've got the gifts. That's positive. It is a gift. Negative. Sometimes people are left wanting. They're going, oh, what if people did treat me like this? How would I feel? You know, because we can have a positive or a negative effect on people. Sometimes people spend a lot of time, you know, going, oh yeah, well I probably will do this, and yeah, I will do that, and then they don't do it. Yeah, I've done it myself. We're all human, but it's being able to own it. That's what makes a difference. So we can look at what we haven't got, or we can look at what we've got. We can contemplate, but actions. So there are signifiers, positive and negative. I think that's absolutely beautiful. And then Queen of Pentacles. This is the energy of doing what's right. It's sitting at a point of powerful giving is what I'm getting. Powerful giving, gift. You are using the energies that you've got to create good. So that's the Queen of Pentacles. It's been coming up a bit for me. And this is the negative. This is the Eight of Swords. We can leave ourselves tied up in this image of, for the person that's not being treated the way you would like to be treated, can leave them bound in this feeling of helplessness. But for you as well, if you're not treating others the way you would like to be treated, it's not a good thing for you. How's that? Oh, the way they come out. So now I'm going to have one Moonology card for either side, for the side of the right and the side of the negative, positive and the negative. So we're going to do Moonology cards, and we can ask for a card, one that is going to represent the positive, to go with the Queen of Pentacles. So I just want one card. This one? Is that one? No. Oh, okay, this one. Just having a conversation right now. Okay, that one. Right? Okay, so now we're going, oh, okay, you want that for there. Fine, that made it nice and easy. Okay? So, what have we got? To go with the Queen of Pentacles, we have, believe in the impossible. This is the blue moon. It doesn't have to be once in a blue moon to help someone, because when you believe in the impossible, helping someone, you sit in a wealth beyond what you could imagine. Isn't that awesome? Believe in the impossible. Something I like to say is nothing is impossible. Now, to go with the Eight of Swords, we have emotions are running high. Yes. Well, sometimes when you're feeling locked up, tied, just the negative reflecting back, your emotions are running really high. And that's where sometimes you just might not always react the way you would want to, because we're all human. And for a person that's in need of help and not getting it, sometimes their emotions can run high. Have a think about it. I love the way Spirit works. Love it, love it, love it. As Linda G would say. One day I'm going to make a list, and I'm going to put all the people I watch. It'll be a very long list. I might even do a whole video just on these amazing people on YouTube, because there are so many, and all these different personalities that have got their own little quirks, and some are very straightforward, down to earth, and some can seem quite straight until you suddenly they do this funny bit of humour and you go, ooh, wow, that was funny. And, it's great. I even have there's one lady, she loves to go, rah, rah. Denise, I love that. I love it. So, and there's some very, very, very beautiful souls. So we'll get back to this. So now we want some divine guidance. Divine guidance to go with the Queen of Pentacles and divine guidance to go with the Eight of Swords. So, Spirit, if we could have some beautiful divine guidance, and really well. So, this one, yep, okay, and we want one for the other side. Just sort of show the dark side, the shadow side. There, okay, okay. So, to go with our Queen of Pentacles and our Blue Moon, we have got, I'll read it out. Do not attempt to safeguard the current situation, for it will be disrupted anyway. Instead, try to face honestly what is before you. How does that fit in? Sometimes it's just in a few words is where you get the answer. And to me, I see this as the last part. But there's also something, there's no safeguards in treating others the way you would like to be treated. Because sometimes some people just don't know how. And so you treat everyone nicely, and some people are not nice back. It's their choice. You don't have to take it on. And it can be hard, and you might go, rah. But it's still their choice. If they want to live in that energy, that's their choice. If someone wants to make promises they have no intention of keeping, that's their choice. If someone wants to sort of blow you off and just treat you with contempt or lack of compassion and all, leave it at their problem. You don't have to take it on. That can be really hard, but try to face honestly what is before you. So look at it for what it is. And that is, you choose how you treat others. That is your choice. Do it honestly. Look at what's going on and put yourself in their shoes and say, in all honesty, how would I like to be treated if I was in their shoes? It doesn't mean that they're going to treat you the same way back. And sometimes that doesn't happen, and that's when you say, okay, their choice. And you make the decision as to whether you have that in your life or not. Whether you're going to go, no, it's not right what you're doing. So I'm making the choice to find another avenue to meet my needs. See, you've always got choices. There's always options. But it's important to look at it honestly. It's really, really important. Look at it honestly. So, what have we got for the Queen of Swords? And this is the super moon with emotions running high. Whoops, nearly dropped them. So what card do we have to go with these two? Let's have a look. This is a time of financial difficulty. So that can be not necessarily finances, but it's something of value. So difficulties with values. Do not allow it to undermine the faith you have in yourself. Respond to the challenge and move forward. So this is saying, rather than let yourself stay in this negativity, rather than let the challenge, so I'm not talking about the person that's in need of compassion, I'm talking about the person, about treating others the way you would like to be treated. I want to make that very clear because sometimes that can be used as a form of judgment. So, have the faith in yourself that you can look at it honestly, that you can't from before. Find that way. You see that a challenge is there where it's like, I don't know how I would want to feel, or I'm not sure that I'm capable of that. Well, everyone is capable, but for some people it's more of a challenge. So respond to the challenge. Look at it and go, hang on, let me take a deeper look at this, because sometimes it's all about taking the time to look at something. Look at it and go, yeah, gee, I wouldn't like to go through that, would I? I wouldn't like to be in that position. No, those shoes are really tough, aren't they? And move forward in a positive way. That becomes a win-win situation for everyone. And this is already, I've just realised how long this video's gone. Geez, I am yapping a bit, aren't I? Oh well. I've got all this energy now because I've been lying down most of the day. So I hope that helps someone to help someone else. Is basically what it's about. And start the domino effect. The domino effect of finding ways to make life better for all, which is a win-win situation. Let's have more win-win. It shouldn't be us or them. Why can't it be all of us? Why can't we all be caring for each other? Why can't we have true community values? Well, we can. It's not that hard. You just got to find it in your heart, in your mind, and in your inner self. And in order to find that, you need to find that peace. But that's a subject for another video. So, I shall bid you all adieu. And please like, subscribe, and share. I'm aiming to get to that 100 subscribers. Oh, wouldn't that be good? And then it'll be 200, and then it'll be 300. You know, come on. When you've got a channel and you love to see things grow, what I love is the feedback I get. I want to send a special hello to Becky. Becky is one of the best commenters. She is an amazing lady, and I hope that she finds out how amazing she is, because I think she is amazing and has come through so much. So I'm going to send you a lovely mwah to you, Becky. And I love comments, and I will try to comment, reply. If I don't, I'll make sure I leave a heart. It just depends how the body's going by the end of the night. It's pretty early tonight for me. It's only 11:14 at night. That's good for me. TV was boring. I don't watch much TV anymore. I used to watch it a lot. Now I barely watch it. I think I'm too much of a YouTube addict. So, anyway, with that being said, oh, I just noticed, yeah, we've had no Leo and no Skittles tonight. I don't know where they've gone. Probably sleep somewhere. They're all happy and fed and had cuddles today because their food bowl was empty. It's like, feed me, Seymour, feed me. So I did. Now they don't want anything to do with me. That's cats. I think I want a dog next. Anyway, my love to you all. Please treat others the way you would like to be treated. Please have compassion and understanding and tolerance. Understand that people have bad days and people have good days. Put a big smile on the dial of that person serving you in the shops. Make them laugh, make them smile, do something positive. Because it's a win-win, because it makes you feel really good too. And on that, I shall say bye-bye for now. We'll see you next time.